Well, howdy, everybody. I thought you would like to watch me vote for the SAG Awards, at least the film part. My review column isn't about television, so I won't make you watch that, but I thought you would have an interest in seeing how a real-life starving actor votes for the SAG Awards. They are this Sunday. Please watch if you can. So I'm going to vote it up now and see how I do this weekend. First up is Outstanding Performance by a Male Actor in a Leading Role. We've got Demian Bashir for A Better Life, George Clooney for The Descendants, Leonardo DiCaprio for J. Edgar, Jean Dujardin for The Artist, and Brad Pitt for Moneyball. I'm divided here a lot. I think I've never seen J. Edgar. I've seen the other films. Actually, no, I did not see A Better Life. I heard it was amazing, though. I'm so happy that Demian Bashir got some recognition for this role. I can't wait to watch it. I have a particular, leaning towards Moneyball. I worked on Moneyball. I got to work with Mr. Brad Pitt. So I'm kind of leaning towards that. Jean Dujardin was amazing. He did everything in a film. He was required to do everything. I think I'm going to go for George Clooney, though, because I did think he's a tremendous actor. He's been working for a long time. He worked his way up from television, from commercials to television to film. I think The Descendants is by far his best performance yet. It's layered and heartfelt. And basically, he is a Hollywood giant right now. So I am going to go for George Clooney. I may have a slight man crush on him as well, I will admit. So there we go, George Clooney for The Descendants. Next up is Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor in a Leading Role. We've got Glenn Close for Albert Nobbs, Viola Davis for The Help, Meryl Streep for The Iron Lady, Tilda Swinton for We Need to Talk About Kevin, Michelle Williams for My Week with Marilyn. I've only seen one of these films. I've only seen Tilda Swinton and We Need to Talk About Kevin, so by default she's getting my vote because I have not seen the other films. I'm sure they were all good, but Tilda Swinton, I'm sure Meryl Streep is awesome. She is awesome, and she's awesome in everything she does. But again, I've only seen Tilda Swinton, and her performance was captivating. So I have no problem voting for her. I probably would have anyway, but it's the only film I've seen. So Tilda Swinton in We Need to Talk About Kevin. Continuing on, Outstanding Performance by a Male Actor in a Supporting Role. We have Kenneth Branagh, My Week with Marilyn, Armie Hammer in J. Edgar, Jonah Hill in Moneyball, Nick Nolte in Warrior, and Christopher Plummer in Beginners. I have not seen My Week with Marilyn, nor J. Edgar, so I can't vote for Kenneth Branagh or Armie Hammer. Between Jonah Hill, Nick Nolte, and Christopher Plummer, I think they were all great performances. I'm glad Nick Nolte got recognition. I'm glad Warrior got recognition. I couldn't believe that it didn't make more money or get more attention. So I'm glad that in the award season, and it's about to come out on DVD, I highly recommend it. It was an excellent film. Nick Nolte was excellent, and he did, have a tough part to play. Jonah Hill, again, I worked on Moneyball. I worked for Jonah Hill. I'm kind of leaning towards voting for him just, in a sense of brotherhood. But Christopher Plummer was amazing in Beginners. He gave a subtle, nuanced performance. Christopher Plummer has been working forever. He's not gotten any awards attention throughout his entire career. I mean, he's got some nominations, I think, here and there, but he's never won. And needless to say, I believe this is his year. So I will be voting for Christopher Plummer in Beginners. Okay, continuing on. Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor in a Supporting Role. We've got Berenice Bejo in The Artist, Jessica Chastain in The Help, Melissa McCarthy, Bridesmaids, Janet McTeer, Albert Nobbs, Octavia Spencer in The Help. This is a no-brainer for me. I've only seen 2 of the films. I've only seen The Artist and Bridesmaids. And yes, Berenice Bejo was, breathtakingly beautiful. She gave a tremendous performance, ran the gamut of emotions. But you know what? Comedians don't really get their due at award season, and I thought Melissa McCarthy was at some level of genius in Bridesmaids. I think she is at some level of genius. So she gave a performance that, shows that. I cried at her performance. She made me laugh so hard. And I have no doubt that she was just improvising and spitballing, and yeah, maybe she didn't have to do everything. Maybe, no, I can't say that her performance was one note, because she did have a lot to do in Bridesmaids. Plus, she shit in a sink. So, you know what? When a person is up for a major award after shitting in a sink, then, I think she deserves to win that award. So I will be voting for Melissa McCarthy in Bridesmaids. Continuing on. Outstanding action performance by a stunt ensemble in a motion picture. Interesting. We've got The Adjustment Bureau, Cowboys and Aliens, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, Transformers Dark of the Moon, X-Men First Class. I have seen 4 of the 5. I have Cowboys and Aliens rented, but I have yet to watch it. So I've seen 4 of the 5, and you know what? The best film of those is X-Men First Class. I will be voting for X-Men First Class. The Adjustment Bureau was okay. The stunts, the special effects stand out for me. I don't know. In terms of an action movie, I think X-Men First Class is the best film on this list. Transformers Dark of the Moon, what stunt people? Well, I guess there were humans in it, but most of the work's done by cartoons, so whatever. So X-Men First Class all the way in that department. Continuing on, outstanding performance by a cast in a motion picture. We've got The Artist, Bridesmaids, The Descendants, The Help, and Midnight in Paris. Wow. Okay, so this is tough. Wow. Okay. I'm not sure what I want to do. Now again, I think this is like recognizing all of the members of the cast as doing an outstanding job. My gut immediately goes to Bridesmaids because everyone was so effing hilarious in that film. But so The Artist. Everyone was fantastic in The Artist. As well as The Descendants. Everyone had their moment to shine in The Descendants. The Help I have not seen. Midnight in Paris. Here's my problem. Midnight in Paris is my favorite film on this list. Of the 5, it's the best film. So, but I think a lot of that belongs to Woody Allen. I feel that Woody Allen is a genius, and I think Midnight in Paris is basically, Woody Allen's chance to shine in his writing, basically. So, and the acting was fine, but I do remember that the only kind of beef I had with the film was the performances, and in particular Owen Wilson's at times kind of odd performance. But I don't know. This is really tricky. Again, if it were best film, Midnight in Paris, done. But if I have to think about the cast, if I have to think about the acting, this is tough. I can't help but look at The Descendants. The Descendants, everyone in that was just fantastic, and everyone had so much to do. But Midnight, again, if it were best film, Midnight in Paris, hands down. But best cast, but see, I look at The Artist, and But you know, I don't know. See, this difficult decisions for me. You know what? I'm going to go for The Descendants because, you know, just the acting was tremendous. And again, everyone had, you know, a movement to their character, an arc, even the kids. And when a kid, and here we've got a teenager and a kid, you know, giving performances. And when kids get good performances, I think, you know, that stands out. So, though I feel kind of guilty because I am in love with Midnight in Paris, I think I'm going to have to vote for The Descendants on a technical aspect. So there we go, The Descendants, Best Cast in a Motion Picture. Continuing on, and now it's into the television, which I won't bore you with, because I actually probably haven't seen most of it. Okay, so there's how I voted. I'll be interested to see how I do on this Sunday, so please watch the SAG Awards. I think they're on both TBS and TNT. I think they're, if I'm wrong, I think they're definitely on TNT. Anywho, please watch the SAG Awards, and I hope you enjoyed this little slice of my life. Thank you.